Good afternoon. This is Crocker's Crazy Living. It's Sunday afternoon, 3:32 in the afternoon. Today I'm going to do a recipe. This is a new cookie recipe. Thick and chewy peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. Never made this one before. I've already decided I'm going to double this recipe because this particular cookie only makes 16 cookies, and I want more than 16 cookies because I'm sure I'm going to be sharing some. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use Peter Pan. That's what I have here. Just want to make sure there's no preservatives. I don't see any. Yep, it says right on the side, no preservatives. So that's good. That's good for you, Deb. Anyway. Alright, so I'm going to get started here. I need a half a cup of softened butter. Since I'm doubling it, I'm going to use 1 cup of softened butter. I need to get another egg because it only calls for 1 egg. And I'm going to do 2. Going to need 2. Oh, here, let me turn this so you guys can see what I'm doing. I always have to remember to turn my camera because I don't want to do this without you seeing what I'm doing. There's no sense in that. Alright, so I'm going to cream 2 sticks of butter, and I need 2 cups of brown sugar. It calls for 1 cup, so I'm going to use 2 cups. Hope this mixer is going to hold it all. It should. You want to always make sure to pack your brown sugar. You want packed brown sugar. Packing it gives you the absolute right measurement. It gives you an absolute weight or measurement. If you don't pack it, it's too fluffy and you don't get accurate measurements. Alright, so 2 cups of brown sugar. So it says to cream the butter and the sugar together first. Scrape down your bowl. You always want to scrape down your bowl. So you want your sugars and your butter to come to a nice fluffy stage. So I'm going to give it another little whirl. That looks good to me. I don't know if you can see down in there. This is what you want it to look like. Fluffy. Fluffy. Nice and fluffy. Alright, now it says mix in your egg until combined. crack my egg in a separate bowl because I always crack my eggs into a separate bowl. You always want to make sure your eggs are good, so I always do them in a separate bowl. And because if I get any shell in there, it's easier to get out. Alright. Then it says to add the peanut butter. I'm just going to scrape this down again. Make sure the egg is all combined in there. Alright, now add your peanut butter. I need 1 cup of peanut butter. Peanut butter is one of those things that's not easy to measure. I have tried it several different ways, and no matter what you do, it's never real easy and it's always messy. Because you still have to fill the cup. You still have to scrape it out. It doesn't matter how you do it. It's always the same. Alright. 1 cup of peanut butter. And 1/2 cup, so double 1 cup. Alright. Should have just scraped the rest of my jar out, but I didn't. 1 cup. I'm going to stay pretty consistent with this recipe. Alright, let's see. 1 cup of peanut butter and vanilla extract. So I need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So I need 4 teaspoons of vanilla. Let's see if I have my... I have my little handy measuring glass here. Teaspoons. 4 teaspoons. That's just easier to measure with this one than it is doing the spoon. Much easier. Alright, mix those 2 together. Mix well. Scrape this down. It's starting to look really good. Get your batter up off the bottom. Okay, 1 1/4 cups of flour, so I need 2 1/2 cups of flour. 1, 2, and a half. Always make a mess. No matter what I do, I make a mess. All right, so that was 2 1/4 cups. I need 1. Let's see. 1 teaspoon. Yep, half a teaspoon of baking soda. So I need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And I need a half a teaspoon of salt, so I need 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to mix that together slowly. I'm going to stir this around the sides. Give it another little whirl. There's flour over here that won't get mixed. There we go. I'm making a terrible mess. Just trying to scrape off my scraper, and I'm having a difficult time. Oh, goodness. All right. All right, that's good. And then I need 2 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips. That means I need 4 cups of chocolate chips. Wowzers. 4 cups of chocolate chips. Let me get my big measuring cup. I don't know if this is going to be huge size cookies. Using an ice cream scoop, fill the scoop until full, flattening the bottom until it's level. And place a rounded cookie onto parchment sheet. Bake. Again, this is another one of those recipes. It doesn't tell you what size scoop. It just says ice cream scoop. Well, you know, I have 4 different sizes. So this is, you know, this is where it would be helpful if they said what size scoop to use. I don't like it when they say that, because you're supposed to guess. You know, there's several different kinds of ice cream scoops out there. Oh, that's mini chocolate chips. Well, who cares, right? I'm going to use minis. Whoops, it's only a cup and a half. Got this giant bag of or chocolate chips down at BJ's. It was a pretty good price too. Got a, I think it was a $2 off coupon on it. I'm just gonna try to scoop it, but I'll just try to pour it out gently. Yep, there you go. Now, at the time I got this bag, it was, I think it was a $2 off coupon on bjs.com, and it is how big of a bag here? I'm trying to see how many. 4.5 pound bag, and I think we got it for $7 because it was $9 normal price with the $2 coupons. We got for $7. That's a big bag for $7 because, as you know, the grocery stores, your chocolate chips are almost $4 for a 12-ounce bag. So if you can go to your big stores and get them like this, with a coupon, then you're saving some money. This is a lot of chocolate chips, man. Oh my gosh. Wow. I should have used my big mixer. I'm only mixing this until the chocolate chips get mixed. That's it. Just to kind of stir them around. Oops. Oh, look at that. That looks like a good dough. I like peanut butter cookies. I think I think peanut butter is one of my favorites. I mean, I do like chocolate chip too, but I really like peanut butter as well. Okay, so I might have two. This is two favorites wrapped into one. Because I got my peanut butter and I got my chocolate chip all in one. So that looks really good. Okay. So I think I will get my medium scoop because I don't want a teeny tiny little cookie like the pecan sandies I did. They were really kind of small, but they were good. Because sometimes when you have a pecan sandy, you don't need a humongous cookie. Some people don't like the texture of that. All right, my scoop. So I'm not going to use my tiny scoop. I'm going to use the next one up, which is a number 20. I think that'll make a nice size cookie. The other one that I have that's a little bit bigger, I forgot, it's broken. I need to just throw it out because I can't even use it. Not for a batter this soft, I can't. If it was a stiffer batter, yeah, I could. Could use it if it was a bit stiffer batter. I used it before and I knocked the cookies out of it and used it just fine. It must have been for a stiffer sugar cookie or something. my sister was here, she'd want to lick the beater. All right. Let me get rid of some of the stuff. Well, I can't yet because I might need that scraper. I got my parchment paper at Dollar General, and I really like it because it's parchment paper, but it's the consistency of wax paper, which I kind of like. It kind of molds to my pan a little bit better than the other stuff from Sam's Club. I just didn't have the funds to get the big boxes. That went up too at Sam's. It was expensive. Used to be able to get those 2 rolls pretty inexpensively, but they were kind of expensive, and I said, no, I don't think I'm gonna do that this time. I have no idea how these are going to spread. So maybe I'll just go like this. I usually like to get 12 on a pan, but I don't know what these are going to do. So better go 6 to a pan so I see how they're going to bake. All right, pop these in the oven. See what this recipe says. 375 degrees for 14 to 15 minutes or until golden brown all over. All right, so of course you guys all know I like to go 14 minutes and then go from there. So I'll pop these in the oven for 14 minutes and I'll be back when that time is up. Okay, so these baked for almost 16 minutes because they weren't quite done when I checked them at 14, and so I set them for another 2 minutes. I don't know if I might have overcooked them, but they're called thick and chewy cookies, and so when you cook them with or scoop them with a scoop, this is what they came out looking like. I don't know if that's the way they're supposed to look. However, I did take my antique, this was an antique masher, but I think it makes a cool pattern on cookies. So the next batch, I flattened them out a little bit with my spatula, my masher thing. And I'm going to set them for 15 minutes. Because 16 is too long. This is too done, I think. It said until 14 to 15 minutes or until they were brown. So it didn't say lightly brown, it said brown. So these are brown, and I just don't know if they're going to be, I can't even touch them yet. I don't know if they're going to be too dark on the bottom. So we're just going to have to let these cool, and then we'll check them out in a few. And I think I can go closer together for the next pan. Yeah, that should be okay. When you're experimenting with a new recipe, you definitely do not want to put cookies too close together until you figure out how they're going to bake. Are they going to spread really bad? Are they not going to spread really bad? You know, what exactly are they going to do? So you know exactly how to scoop them. So I think I will be able to get 12 on a sheet pan. The next ones I did were still only 6. But we'll be back when the next ones are done. Okay, so we're back. And now I'm going to do the taste test here. I'm going to show you what I did. This batch right here was 6 to a tray, and I didn't flatten them at all, and they're kind of like still, you know, semi-ball stage. These ones I cooked for, how long did I do these? This one was, I think, 14 minutes, 15 minutes. And I thought they were a little bit brown on the bottom. Maybe these were 16 minutes. I think I did these at 16 minutes. So then, yeah, these ones were 16 minutes. And they're a little bit brown on the bottom. These ones I flattened them down just a little bit. And I did them 15 minutes, but they still kind of look kind of brown on the bottom to me. I don't know if they're supposed to be that brown on the bottom. They are called thick and chewy for a reason. So now this is the next batch that I just pulled out of the oven right here. And they've been sitting here cooling for just a few minutes. And see, that's a little bit lighter brown. And that's 14 minutes, and I think that's perfect. I think that is perfect. I can't quite pick them up yet, so that's why look at that one. That one looks really good, right? Nice light brown on the bottom. So 14 minutes, and I flattened them slightly with my potato. This is an old-fashioned potato masher, but I bought it at an either a thrift store or I found it at an antique shop because I thought the bottom had a really cool pattern. And I thought if I made regular peanut butter cookies, that would be perfect to smoosh them down with it. Put a little pattern on them at the same time. So now is the taste test. So I am partial to hot cookies. These are now cooled cookies. It's okay. I'm going to eat this one right here, I think. I think this one is the optimum looking cookie. And so I am going to try this one. See how, you can't pass up. You got to do a taste test with a warm cookie. Should get me a glass of milk though. 1 minute. Okay, I got my little glass of milk with a couple cubes in it, because you're going to have super cold milk if you're going to eat a warm cookie. So, all right, my cookie. It looks really good. Mmm. Mm-hmm. That's good. Definitely is a very good recipe for peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. They're a little bit richer than a regular peanut butter cookie because of that chocolate. But it's very good. I think Calvin will like this one too. Alright. That is it for this one. Perfect. Number 20 scoop makes a nice substantial cookie. I mean, because when most people want a cookie, they want a cookie, you know. I want it teeny tiny. That's perfectly baked on the bottom. So, that's it for this one. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell next to it. It'll remind you when I post a video. If you enjoy my recipes and you like what you see, please give me a thumbs up. I'm at 41 subscribers. At 50, I think I can do a live video. So, have a great night. Have a great week this week. And I'll be back with another video later on. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.